Hey everybody, here we are, last boss, which you might know, it's Solidus. Sword fight on top of Federal Hall. It's not particularly difficult, but it is easy to lose time on this fight. Basically you just gotta know what you're allowed to do, what you're not allowed to do, when to attack, when not to attack. It's a lot like sword fighting, as it turns out. There are a couple of different ways to handle this fight. You can either perform one of like 3 loops, or you can just fight him basically normally but fast. On normal, I think it's the second fastest method is to just fight him normally and kind of try and bait him into specific attacks. Whereas on European Extreme, you really want to loop him because he's kind of dangerous, but not really. But it's faster to loop him. You know, that's sort of... It's sort of a balancing act on European Extreme. But that doesn't matter. We're playing on normal. This is a normal guide. So, like I said, one of the top couple of fastest ways of dealing with him is just fighting him normally, knocking him down. But instead of like chasing him down constantly, you want to kind of back off and let him attack with missiles, or in second phase with one of his elbows or what have you. And that's pretty quick if you do it right. It depends a lot on your spacing, mainly. But I'm actually just going to get right into this. There's not a whole lot to actually explain. You don't have any equipment to talk about. You don't have this or that. But to start the fight, you want to punch him and then swipe. And what this will do is he'll kick after that. And then you want to kind of space yourself out so he doesn't immediately start scooting around. And then you don't want to be too far away because then he'll start doing some weird stuff. And from here, like I said, you're just baiting out specific attacks. You want to be far enough away so that he attacks you, and close enough to where you can just cartwheel in and start doing business. You want to be about a cartwheel's distance, and not much further than that, really. Like right about here is good. You just take a step forward and cartwheel in. Don't worry about the missiles; they won't actually hit you if you're quick enough. And that brings us into Phase 2. Phase 2 starts right around, I want to say 45% health or stamina damage remaining. And here he gets a little bit unpredictable, but at the same time, nothing really changes. Oh, that's new. So you want to block, you want to kind of block in the direction he's coming from at the start.
Let's go.
And again, keep your distance, but not be too far. Knock him over, kind of reposition yourself a little bit. And this is actually really good. You want to see as many elbows as possible because it's the fastest version of the fight. Oh wow. That was actually a perfect Phase 2. So yeah, you see how quick that can go.
There's no
I'm actually going to quit out of the game because there's no way to reset after that. Up until the credits end. But yeah, that's the gist of the fight. Like I said, I think that's the second fastest method. Unfortunately, I am not practiced at all with the actual, like, European Extreme loop. Otherwise, I would show you that too. Best I can say for that particular loop is look at, like, Tyler 2022's run or Slade's European Extreme run. Or both of these runs are European Extreme, by the way. Look at either of those runs, and you can kind of suss it out. Basically, it's a lot of dancing in between his good eye and his eye patch side, and you're kind of just sticking in close, never stop attacking. Basically, I mean, well, you do have to stop attacking, otherwise he's never gonna stop blocking you. But it's tricky. It's a lot of timing to worry about. Honestly, if you have questions about it, I would highly suggest joining the MGS2 Discord if you're not already in there, and just kind of ask, and someone will be able to tell you or show you or, you know, what have you. But that was basically the fastest version that I personally am practiced with. However, I do want to show you one of the other loops that I know, which it's going to look a lot similar for the first few. Whoops. That's actually incorrect, but that's fine, because he's just gonna do that. So you want to swipe twice, punch once, and then wait till the sword's... Solidus, stop proving me wrong, please. Alright, swipe twice, punch once, wait for the swords to cross, and then swipe upward. The same can be done with punches, just punch 3 times. But no matter what you do, just don't knock him over, and make sure you make him block, which makes him kick. Like I said, it doesn't quite matter, just it's a little bit tricky on the timing sometimes. Like, see, you gotta wait a unspecific amount of time. Like, I can't give you a really specific time frame. Just kind of wait until his swords cross and hope you get lucky, is my best advice. But that's kind of also what makes this slower than just doing the normal thing, knocking him over and then spacing yourself out, is that kind of inconsistency. But if you do decide you want to go for the loop and you mess it up and you knock him down, you can transition straight to the transition straight back into this, and you know, vice versa. Whatever you feel comfortable with is perfectly fine. Solidus isn't very dangerous. He's a very simple boss fight. You know, it shouldn't take you too many tries to get either. It shouldn't take too much practice, rather, to get you where you need to be. Unless you're going for like the European Extreme Loop. But that's it. That's all of the boss strats that's all the boss strats that I know about. There may be more that have been undiscovered. Who knows? You could be the one to discover the next big boss strat. Not the next. You know what? That's fine. I'm gonna leave it like it is. But yeah, that's it for the bosses. Thank you guys again for taking a look at the guide. I do appreciate it, and I really hope that it helps you out, because we always very much enjoy seeing new blood in the MGS2 leaderboards. So thank you again, and see you around.